Hi, everybody. I am Loryan Strant, and welcome to 365 Unplugged. I am joined by, as always, by
Alistair Pugin. 365U. I like the sound of that. 365U, because we are educating. So we could call it 365 University. It's how you want to use the U in 365U. It couldn't even be you.
All right. Cool.
I'm not frozen.
Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so the topics we have today are, I wanted to talk about the Surface Earbuds and earbuds in general, but starting with the Surface Earbuds that were announced recently and how they work with Teams, because that was shown in the video. What would you like to talk about?
But we're not a device. Is this a device show, Loryan? Or
I said Teams. I said Teams.
Are we talking to
Teams.
the Loryan ego because
Teams.
of the new Surface stuff that you want to buy at Ignite?
I said Teams.
I want to talk
Teams.
about the hashtag Year of Yammer, which has been making the rounds on the Twitteratis and the interwebs. Hashtag Year of Yammer. And I want a Year of Yammer t-shirt, which I'm picking up at Ignite.
Sure. There you go. Year of Yammer. Oh, no. Let's see my background.
Look at that. Okay, let's rock, paper, lizard, whatever we do.
Let's rock, paper, scissors this. Hang on. Have I got a Year of Yammer pride? No, I don't. I got Teams pride. Anyway, carry on. Rock, paper, scissors
All right.
this.
Okay, let's go.
One.
1, 2,
2. Three.
Wow, come on. I watched Hobbs and Shawn. I'm not winning. What is that?
Paper. Paper beats rock.
I will never get how this works, Loryan.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Hey, Cortana, set a timer for 12 minutes.
Is that so? Does the Surface Buds come with built-in Cortana?
That's an interesting thing. So they didn't actually talk about that at all. So for those who haven't unaware of what we're referring to, at the Surface Announce event recently, they showed a whole bunch of different devices, which were the ones we're going to focus on were effectively the Surface Earbuds. What was shown in the video was a woman using the Surface Earbuds to participate in a Teams call, and also she was able to transition the slide by swiping on the earbud, and getting it to actually to transition the slide. So what was interesting, and there's been a bit of discussion about on LinkedIn and the Twitters, is that when that kind of transitioned in the video was the Teams logo came up and was kind of prominent for a split second longer before then the Office logos and other things came up. And so where the discussion is saying, well, hang on, they showed the Teams logo. Will the Surface Earbuds be Teams certified? Because one of the challenges we have is with the Surface earphones, or sorry, what are they called? Surface headphones. They are not Teams certified. And in fact, they are not, no, because one of the reasons is they don't have a dongle, so they don't have dedicated Bluetooth bandwidth. And personally, I would say that the microphone built into them just doesn't do any noise cancelling. Every time I've been in an area that's public with people around me, and I've been on a call, people have said, Loryan, can you mute? And I don't get that with any other headset. So it just picks up all the noise. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, will the earbuds actually have any technology in them to address that? Or is it simply going to be another thing of, hey, no dongle, no certification? So, which then leads to the bigger question, earbuds in general, AirPods, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
bad thing?
I know in your work from home warriors, you talk a lot about devices. You've demoed quite a few Logitech kit, and the overall experience of let's call it meeting experiences, which is the new term, right? Meeting experiences, and we've never really gravitated towards talking about the audio and video quality. You do it in your other show, Work from Home Warriors, and I think that's great, but we've never really brought it into the 365 use space. And with the mass acceptance of Teams as the new way we communicate with fellow people in the organization via instant messaging, but also how we communicate with customers out there, with partners out there. It's always about, like in Skype, hey, we can't hear you, your mute is on, and all of that. And moving to devices where we want that freedom of movement. I mean, I talk with my hands. I mean, you can see me talking with my hands all the time. And we've spoken ad nauseum about the best audio quality and how do you get a great meeting experience, right? And not only audio that's coming into your ears, that has stuff like active noise cancelling and all of those things, and reverb, like where you get that echo from certain devices. But also with Microsoft moving into the truly wireless, because it's truly wireless. It's not like a Plantronics UC6200, where you still have the little thing around the side that houses the dual mics on either side.
Yep.
But yes, are buds really going to add value to your team's experience? Because right now we've both got these things, right? And I have this because I've got a Yeti. If I can bring it across, I have a Yeti mic on my desk because I want decent audio. So when people actually watch this, it's a good experience, right? And you want the same experience when you're having meetings with people in general.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I've got the what have I got on the Polycom? The Plantronics Voyager Focus UC, which is now Poly, and I've had these since 2014, and they are by far my favorite daily driver. The thing is that I wouldn't take these out and about, even though they come with a carry case. I don't really like having the kind of flimsy pieces like this that can stick out and get broken. But they're really handy. Sometimes when I travel, just day trip, kind of going to the city kind of thing, I will take this kind of headset with me, which is the Jabra something or other something. And it doesn't got, again, it needs a dongle to work with Windows. What I personally like about the Surface headphones is that they actually are dongle free. So I actually like that because I've got a Surface Book. So whenever I detach the screen from the Surface Book, I don't have any dongles anymore. There's no USB. So the Surface headphones continue working. Now that's a particularly specific case, but that I think it kind of goes to the point that people are using earbuds, they're using consumer devices with, effectively business grade technology being Teams. And the problem is that these things don't actually do a very good job of, noise cancelling and all these other bits and pieces. And so what ends up happening is you actually have a poor meeting experience, as you were saying before, and you end up blaming the technology, or people on the other end of the call just suffer as a result of it. And I've seen this before where people are holding like the earbuds with the cable and they're holding it close to their mouth so that, it doesn't get all the other sound. And instead what I hear is, all that kind of stuff.
That sort of thing you hear over it, right?
Exactly. And so you end up hearing all the stuff. And this is, or they've used the microphone built into the webcam or on their laptop, and so then you hear everything around them. Frustrating. Get what they want from a consumer perspective because it's what they're going to listen to music to on the go, travel around, but it's not certified for Teams because it doesn't do all these things that make the experience great for everybody on the call. So it's quite frustrating. Like, what's this balance? So this is where it's confusing now with these Surface Earbuds coming out. It's like, well, are they Teams certified or not? Because are they going to be the best of both worlds or not? Like one of the things I've got ordered is the Amazon earbuds. So when we get to Ignite in a few weeks, I will have the Amazon earbuds. I know they're not Teams certified, but I wanted some earbuds, and I wanted them to listen to me, everything I say all the time.
Well, it's an interesting shift, right? Where we are more on the go and we are constantly moving and we have a base of operations, but at the same time, we're walking into different rooms, having meetings if you're in the same building. Also, working from home is a big thing. I work from home quite a few times. I'm actually recording this from home. And Loryan is not in my house, even though he has my background. And I've just gotten a new desk. That's why you can see on the right-hand side of Loryan is my old stuff. Yeah, that stuff. But it's true. How we work has changed quite considerably. And it's really about finding the device that will complement how we work inside of the organization. And for me, the least obtrusive, intrusive, I don't know which one, but the least invasive would be your earbuds. your true wireless earbuds, because they fit nicely in your ear. You don't have to worry about soul glow on the top of your headphones every time you take it off, and half your gel goes with it. Or in the hipster word, it's called pomade, right? So you don't have pomade, flakes of pomade stuck to the top of your headset, right? All kinds of disgusting, mate. The 80s are back. But think about it this way. So what do we need in order to make meeting experiences really good? One, you need a device, and it's difficult because technically manufacturers are bringing out Bluetooth dongles because they can then make sure that the pairing with Bluetooth is 100%, which
that's right.
In all aspects is what causes when you switch on active noise cancelling and you're not using a Plantronics dongle with your Plantronics headset, it sounds like you are underwater. Because the microphones are fighting with your active noise cancelling, they think that your voice is noise. Now, manufacturers have combated that by bringing out their own Bluetooth dongles, and that's the only thing that it fixes that. So if you are sitting on a phone and you got the Bluetooth dongle plugged into your notebook, when you go from a meeting experience on your notebook to your phone, don't expect the same because of that mismatch of Bluetooth versions and Bluetooth software and how the pairing happens. So for me, it's about finding that happy medium. You can go buy Bose, right? Bose has got really good audio, but then you go look at the latest Bose, the ones with the colors on it. I mean, the funky colors, they look great. They've even got like a carbon fiber one. They've got an orange, a yellow, a blue one, right? The reviews on that is that the mic quality is absolute shit.
Oh, really? That's quite disappointing.
Yeah. Then you've got the jammers.
Also, what's interesting, though, is if you go premium end of town and you get something that has amazing, active noise cancelling and those kind of things, is you end up with a scenario where people are yelling in the office because they can't hear anything. There's no reality based on their voice and what's around them. I could be yelling right now because these things have active noise cancelling. My lovely wife, Megan, and I actually sits over here. She can't see in my office. So she sits probably only, a meter and a half away from me. And we both actually will do the kind of volume thing at each other because we both have the same headset. We both end up yelling because we have no concept of it. And that's a problem that we've got is these are premium headsets that we're using that are designed to work in the office. So if people are bringing their Bose headsets, all these, their Sennheisers, all these kind of things, we've got this challenge of, is it a Teams quality device? And then if the audio is so good that you basically drown everything out, then unfortunately you are now the issue for everyone around you who's actually not part of the meeting. So it's kind of like, what's the balance here? How do we fix this?
Well, I look at it this way, right? It's fit for purpose. If you are using Teams a lot and you're collaborating with your team that way, lower team, I don't know. Anyhow, but if you're collaborating using a product like Teams with people remotely, or you are constantly having these sort of meeting experiences with customers, my suggestion is to have a look at what comes with the dongle. I think that's the most important. If you want to guarantee audio quality, make sure that your device comes with a dongle because the pairing is superb. B, if you don't get something like that, go have a look at the devices that are like the new Jabra Elite 75Ts, right? The 65Ts were Teams certified. They were the first devices to be Teams certified, and that's true wireless earbuds.
The 75 naming. They have to work on their naming. The Elite, the Active. There's so many variants of the 65T. Megan has 65 somethings, and they're Teams devices. I've got 65 somethings. Oh no, sorry. Hers are Alexa speakers. Mine are Teams certified. They're just all.
I've got the Elite Sport, which is the same as the 65T, but it's small and it's got a heart rate monitor in.
Hey, Cortana, stop.
So that's great because your mic wasn't picking her up at all. So she did work. Is that what you're saying? But yes, coming back to those weird, it's like you're a tribesman out of the Ubuntu tribe somewhere in Africa with the Surface Earbuds because of those big dials on them. They look like a fashion accessory, they do.
But so here's an interesting thing, right? So how do organizations strike a balance? Because the reality is the organization is not going to fork out, $300 to $400 for you to have premium quality audio while you work. What they're going to fork out for is cheap headsets generally, things that they can, provide to hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of staff. So they're just going to get probably, the Plantronics black wires or Jabra equivalents that just have, cable plug into the USB port. So the problem that you'll then have is, well, you want to be out and about, and you want to have a meeting while you're out at lunch, or you want to have a meeting from home or while you're on your commute. So you're not going to be taking these USB things with you. And I know one of the Jabras, you can unplug it and it's got a 3.5mm jack in it, which is useless for the modern iPhone. So that's the thing is, basically your work headset is not sufficient for you outside of work. And you're also probably not going to carry it home all the time with you. So maybe what employers should be looking at is some kind of scenario where, the staff member can not just BYOD their own device, but actually the employer will co-fund, a mix of a consumer and corporate headset that has the premium quality sound, but is also team certified.
Yeah, subsidize the devices. So here's a list of certified devices by an organization, and they've been doing it for years. It's just now all of a sudden you've got this prosumer. It's going to go home with me so that I can still use it to listen to Adele sing or Duffy sing about breakups on through Deezer or YouTube or whatever your music app of choice is, to have that premium grade audio, but at the same time make sure that the mic works.
So
and
here's
for
an
me,
interesting. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm done.
So I was going to pose an interesting question then. Should teams be able to then block devices that are not certified? So basically, if you've got Apple earbuds, block them.
No, that's mass hysteria, right? Mass hysteria. People will boycott teams because I've got a...
As in have the option. So the employer can choose to do it. So for example, I saw a picture from a Microsoft office, I can't remember which country it was in, that basically said that 25% of poor audio quality in calls was caused because people were using Apple earbuds. Now, I'm not particularly crapping on Apple earbuds because they actually had a list of all the other ones as well, just Apple earbuds were the more popular ones. So that's the thing is, if people are having a poor quality audio and meeting experience, it's leading to frustrations with clients, suppliers, partners, colleagues, those kind of things. So what is the actual true cost of that? So should employers be able to, or effectively teams, customers be able to say, you know what, we don't support these devices because it affects our professional reputation?
The AirPod thing is bizarre because everyone that's got AirPods that speak and make telephone calls with it, it's magic, absolute magic. I consider them. Yeah.
Phone calls or Teams calls on their phone?
Telephone calls. Anyone that's got an iPhone.
Yeah, and you know what? My Surface headphones are amazing with telephone calls. They're terrible with Teams calls.
Driver issues, bizarre. Bizarre.
Yes.
But I mean, I suppose in closing, our top tip would be, I agree with you. Yes, maybe if you started an organization and they're rolling out teams as the way that they collaborate, there should be some influence from a governance perspective on what devices you use because you're representing the organization.
Yes.
I think that would actually work. And what's prescribed, and then also some sort of subsidization so that it's not just on your desk anymore. So you come to work, it's in your drawer, it's attached to your desk because it's wired, whatever the deal is. But yes, I'm hopeful. You'd think that Bluetooth standards would fix all of these things, but they don't because it's just new all the time. But yes, finding that holy grail of it's got active noise cancelling for one, I think that's huge. B, the audio quality that you hear of people is also good because you need to hear them well. And it doesn't have to play like some Beethoven symphony in crystal clear from mid-range all the way to high frequency to low frequency. You don't need that. But yes, the mic pickup is probably the biggest thing for me. Yep. Forget the audio 100%. Quality coming through your ear. It's the mic pickup. As long as you can hear the person, it's fine. Doesn't have to be super clear. Doesn't have to accentuate the person's voice. But it's really about how you get your messaging across. And for me, mic pickup is top.
I 100% agree. And that's the challenge is that if my microphone was terrible, I wouldn't know. You would be telling me that. Or you might not tell me at all. You may pass feedback to my boss later and those kind of things. And so that's the issue that I think organizations need to look at is not just, hey, what are the team certified devices that I can provide to my staff? But as we're kind of saying, maybe there needs to be some kind of subsidized thing so they can have a prosumer device. Did you make that up or have you read that? prosumer?
No, that's prosumer is all the rage right now. When you talk about cameras, you talk about mics, you go from a point and click to a prosumer device like a mirrorless M50, which is not a EOS R. So those are prosumer stuff. Yeah. No, it's a YouTube term. It's not mine. I don't come up with my own terms. I just plagiarize everything.
Fair enough.
So top tip from
all right.
us.
Well, I guess we've fixed it. We fixed subs. You know, and make sure they're good quality and they're team certified. Done.
All right.
Simple.
Is that a wrap?
That's it.
So in closing, we'd like to hear from you what your top tips are around the devices that you use, that you're comfortable with, and we might be giving away some devices at Ignite. So please comment. If you like this video, hit the like video. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Don't subscribe. Just hit the bell so that you get notifications when a new episode comes out. So smash it, bang it, do what you want with it. And we'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. Ciao, ciao.
Also, hang on, we'll also be doing some episodes from Ignite. Several episodes, in fact.
Are we going to do it live? Are we going to live stream?
No, they're not live. No.
Because you can schedule now on YouTube, right? I see that just pops up. John LeBursk. It's like there's like 19 episodes of
Don't give away our magic. I was going to schedule things to. Now you just told everybody it's going to be like live, but not live.
Well, come back and expect the schedule when you hit the like button on this video and the bell button and there's the big red subscribe button.
Just whatever.
Ciao, ciao.